We're back talking with Dr. Wells for our final part of our series on school safety, and today we're going to talk about student safety. Dr. Wells?
Hi, yes. So we've talked about reviewing our building safety, and we've talked about reviewing safety measures that staff take inside the schools. And we are going to talk a little bit today about students and their own personal safety. What can a student do about their own personal safety? And there are a few things that we have, I think, put a little more emphasis on in the district. A couple of years ago, we started at the high school by doing some personal safety measures for students as they pertain to how a student who is getting ready to leave the high school community can keep themselves safe, whether it's in the community or at a college situation or on a date, those particular types of things. So we started addressing that a couple of years ago, and it was actually received a good response from our parents. But beyond that, we also work with our students. Here at the end of the last month was Bullying Prevention Week. And we talked to students about bullying. Now, we don't always use the word bullying, especially maybe at the kindergarten level, because developmentally they're not really quite sure what that means. They may know it as someone being mean to them or someone making them feel bad. But we do have sort of a developmental curriculum that we go through, and we talk with students about that. One of the other things that's highlighted is what can you do if someone you know is being bullied? If it's not you, what can a student do? Go to an adult, tell an adult, help students understand not only how they would feel in that situation, but how others feel. It's important that we let students know that we're here as adults to hear their concerns, and that they can go to adults to address those concerns. Not everything is bullying, but we do take all of those concerns quite seriously because we want students to understand that when you're making another student feel bad, either by exclusion, which can happen, you can't play with me, we don't want to play with you at recess, keeping those kids out, or by doing something that's even more intentional to that student. We want students to know that there are adults, including the parents and the teachers, who will listen. Beyond that, we have other things going on in our environment at large, even beyond the school day, that we know impact students' lives more so than they did in the past. Obviously, technology has an impact on our everyday lives. You read about that all the time. And while schools are more controlled environments, and most aspects of bullying still take place face-to-face or when people are in the same room, the use of technology has sort of eliminated that boundary, especially for our older students, our students who are in their teen years. So we talk to students about what does it mean, what is cyberbullying, and we teach digital responsibilities. So when the district is renewing its English Language Arts curriculum, digital citizenship, digital responsibility is in there. And of course, the district is required both by federal and state law to have several policies monitoring an electronic environment to the extent that we can, safety and security procedures to the extent that we can, and whatnot, to protect students' personal safety. But as I said, a lot of that extends beyond the school day. It's not unusual for complaints to come from something that happened beyond the school day. And obviously we work to address those to the best that we can within. But again, the parental involvement in monitoring what students do, talking to students about their own behaviors is very important. But again, we like to address that with students as well. Posting something on Facebook, posting something on the internet, those things are there actually forever. Even when they're removed, there's a fingerprint out there. And so we work to try to inform students about that as they progress through the years and give them information on that, so that they too can take steps even when they leave our high school, to understand how to continue to be watchful of their own environments and to protect their own personal safety to the extent that there is some control on that.
Thank you, Dr. Wells.